college hoops. And so is this guy, Stephen Jamerson, had the ball poked away. That's a turnover to start the game for the Toreros. Starting lineups brought to you by Credit Union 1, the starting 5 for Pacific, including that guy, first bucket of the game for
leading out responsibilities before Duckett's able to knock down the mid-range jumper on his own.
Here's Fisher on the attack again. Got cut off. Good defense by Cluett. Better Krivaka pitch in for the first time. That's Ralph on the baseline. And Elias in.
That's an area of his game that has shown improvement throughout this season. A year ago, I remember him as being an offensive rebound putback type guy. He had a drop step to a dunk earlier. That time, catches in the short roll. Nice little floater over the top.
Good defense closeout by Jamerson on the shooter. Here's Ralph along the baseline. Reverse is good.
Underneath as he comes in right away, knocks down a baseline jumper. But he's someone they look to solidify the glass.
That's being ready to get in the game. He was in for a second and made a shot. How about that move? He missed it. Tipped back in by Jamerson.
Third in the conference in rebounding is Jamerson. You got to block him off because he will create problems throughout the night, such as that tip-in.
There's Elias Ralph again, finding that in the lead pass. And into the corner for an open three. No good. Great look. Ralph offensive rebound. Ralph, another basket for him. Elias Ralph.
There, but overall, he liked that the 15 points off those 10 Tiger turnovers. And the overall message at halftime was more resistance on defense. Pacific is getting too into their seams and not getting enough as another three.
Washington from Fisher. 3-on-1. Washington takes it all the way. The follow dunk from Ralph.
Collapses.
He missed it, so it's a 2-point game. There goes Washington all the way. Tip up is in from Ralph.
By the way, the Broncos going for their 20th win today. I misspoke earlier saying they had already reached the 20-win mark, but they're going for their 20th win here today as Elias Ralph cleans up on the offensive living in Chile. So a lot of international experience. Played for a couple of German Pro B North League teams for a couple of seasons prior to his time at Santa Clara. Tilly making an impact tonight, and Elias Ralph rocking the rim there.
Fisher for Pacific.
Rapp playing with a bit of a bummed ankle is going to get it to McKinnon, and McKinnon tried to just desperately heave it toward the rim, and the Tigers come away with it. Ralph getting around his defender and getting the roll. Austin, head fake, the drive, the kick. Delano can't hit, and Ralph with the rebound. Now Washington passes ahead to Krivaka, who zooms left of the lane. Double team gets it at the elbow to Ralph. Ralph turns around, fades away, and knocks it down.
Start somehow on this defensive end.
Delano pulls up, can't hit. Caney's with the rebound. Ticking towards 8.5 to play. Tigers looking to put a dent here in a big deficit, and Elias Ralph helps in that effort.
Bonus. That bodes well for the Dons.
Williams still can't find the range from 3. USF now 0 for 10 beyond the arc.
That was a great rebound by Gardner. He was able to grab it at the top. High point of the basketball.
Ralph, the senior from Alberta, Canada. That's a nice baseline jumper. Thomas, wide open. Came up short, put back, Abosi wouldn't go.
Abosi had an opportunity, wide open, put back, not able to finish.
Good hands from Lingard, back to Fisher.
I'd like to see a better pass into the post by Fisher in that situation there.
Somehow got it to Ralph, who lays it in, plus the foul.
Number 2.
Ratai short on that shot. Fowler tries to keep it alive, but into the hands of Coulibaly.
Really physical box out by Gardner.
Here's Coulibaly.
It's a great matchup here at this power forward spot. They are letting them play today.
Boy, they are. And how about Ralph?
7 from distance, 11 points for C.
3 triples, 1 off, tying his career high. Again, the bench for Oregon State has been really good. Ralph, the footwork, LT playing the defense, tough fadeaway and scores.
It doesn't get
Pass Stone Carawell from V-Day. Porter for 3. Missed that time. Koulibaly the rebound. Good pace. That was important for Stan Johnson early on. Pacific's had it as well. And how about that move? Up and under for...
Down 4 on the road, under 2 minutes by the Tigers. Nice job, nice effort.
And Jamie missing on the bank shot there. And Elias Ralph the rebound for Pacific. Ralph has been quiet, just 2 points here in the first half. Gardner back to the basket against Porter. Hands it off to Ralph. The Canadian makes his move. Cut off by Merck Veladze. Shoots over Merck and drops it. Will's going to drive it this time. Kick in the corner. Porter's 3. Not there. Boy, he has really struggled in this one. 1 for 8. 0 for 5 from beyond the arc. Good pass ahead. Catch made. And the lay-in from Ralph. Great. Stone Carawell drives baseline into the paint. Misses long with that one. Washington the other way.
That's right. LMU cannot allow their offensive woes to affect their defensive intensity, effort, communication, and execution right now.
Ralph for 3, got it.
And the Tigers just continue to pour it on here, Trey.
This is on the free throw. Offensive rebound inside. Elias lays it in. Stone Carawell. Merck Veladze for 3. Just hasn't been their night from long range. 5 of 20 now as we hit the 9-minute mark. Here's Ralph inside. That was stripped by Johnston. But Washington has it back. They've been a step quicker. They've won the battle of the boards, plus 14 in that category. And there's a jumper that goes down for Elias Ralph.
Playing very well of late. V-Day's been really good for LMU of late as well. A tough night for the Lions here at home.
How about the 3 Canadian starters? Ralph, Fisher, Washington, and
Elias Ralph still without a point in this game to Washington. Gardner straddles the 3-point line. EK right up on him. He'll hand it off to Ralph. 5 to shoot. Elias trying to make something happen. A fake and a shot for Ralph. Washington almost traveled. Burke Smith all by himself. Too strong on the 3. The long rebound tracked down by Koulibaly. And now Elias Ralph has the ball. Ricochet to him. And Ralph, tough shot on the baseline. He gets the roll. This is a deep 3 for Hickman. And Elias Ralph with the rebound. Ralph takes the 3 and makes it. 9. Tough break there for Pacific. They might not come back and win this game if that breakaway is allowed to happen, but you'd feel a lot better, down the stretch here as Dave Smart looking to build the culture of this program back up, and you have plays like that as you're in the heat of battle down the stretch against one of the top dogs in the league, and it's taken away from you. Ralph falls away, knocks it down. Elias Ralph.
against St. Mary's. I think there was a lot of good feeling for Santa Clara going into it, thinking that they would have a chance to be the first team in conference to knock off the Gales. And at halftime, Santa Clara was down by 2, but the Gales scored 26 after the half in a row. Inside of 5 minutes to play. Tyree will throw it away, actually. Good defensive play with his back to the ball. Ralph right in for the dunk. Wow. Knocked down a couple of shots against St. Mary's, calmed everybody down. And if that one went in, we need to reassess what's real and what's not. That almost hit the top of the backboard and dropped down through. BK defending. Nice bounce inside, and Ralph rises for the G. Glad you joined us for this one. Ralph intercepts the pass down to the basket for the easy lay-in.
Just tonight, that is Lawan Watts for 3.
The Tigers had 54 points in the paint in that 1-point win a couple of weeks ago, to your point, Zach. So Washington State probably pack it in, make the Tigers beat them from the outside maybe tonight.
Ralph to tie. Got it. And Tigers still have not led since it was 2-0.
Got to get it in.
Got it into Elias Ralph. Ralph banging bodies with Eric Strip. Ralph spins baseline, fades away, knocks it down. From the left side and knock it down. The native of Latvia and the transfer from Quinnipiac gives Washington State a 3-point lead. Fisher crossover. Washington a head fake. Lamar drives, tries to lay a bounce pass along the end line and does.
Is going to motivate you as much as anything going into the second half.
It's like the Tigers want to bleed as much clock as they can. Again, if they bleed it all the way, it would leave Wazoo or whoever got the rebound 7.3 seconds. Fisher shimmies now to Washington. Bounce pass to Ralph. A wide open look at a 3, and he drains it. Watts the other way, trying to get 2 back. Can't. Ralph in the front court. Krivakopich up top to Washington. A lift fake. And, well, he had it there. Kalmise was sagging far away. Now Krivakopich to Ralph for 3. Got it! Ticking towards 6 minutes to play. We got a good one tonight in the Central Valley.
These two teams, no other way.
Krivakopich catches, takes it down low, and it gives to Ralph. Ralph fades away, knocks it down. To play in regulation, Pacific nursing a 1-point lead with the ball. Lamar Washington will inbound with 18 seconds on the timer. Inbounds to Ralph. Elias going right to work. Spins baseline and muscles it up and in.
To perfection in 187-70 back on January the 4th. Ball tipped up and in. And
done well there. Excellent coach.
Tigers saw the Spartans, right, early this year.
Pacific, that's one of the wins for the Tigers this season. It was in Honolulu, the Rainbow Classic.
Oh, that's right. You were on vacation that week.
I mean, at times. As Ralph knocks it down.
See if the Tigers can get the ball to Patar and get a shot attempt off here.
And Elias Ralph a chance at a 3-point play. 90 seconds to go in the half. Elias Ralph answers back for the Tigers, and Ralph's starting to heat up a little. Jazz Gardner clamping the rebound for the Tigers. Ralph gets to the baseline and trying to get deeper and being denied by Aaron McBride, who's playing really good defense right now. Ralph settles for a tough bank shot and knocks it out to Fisher. Fisher from the top of the key is short. Ralph the rebound and the stick back.
Undersized, working hard down low. He's going to go to a well-deserved break here for a minute or two.
Chope and Vide both back on the floor for LMU. Elias Ralph for three. Rebound. Three-point game. Pacific is trailed by as many as 11 in this game. They're trailed by 9 at the half. Washington to Ralph for the tie. Yes.
Tigers 20-10 in the first half in the paint. Only their third and fourth points there in the paint. The Tigers, meanwhile, with 14 second-half points in the paint.
Caleb Stone-Carrawell, 8 points tonight. He's averaging just a tick under 14 a game. He's their leading scorer, but it's been the Myron Amey show tonight. Fisher trying to find room to get it to Ralph, and Ralph puts it up and in despite the fact that...
New guys, new coach.
Man.
And then, they were kind of late to the party here. Had to go to the portal late. And, Coach Smart, he's always had a team that has had players that have stayed together 4 or 5 years. And right now, especially with how the
ball. So possession arrow favoring Pacific. They trail by 4.
Portland back into their man-to-man defense.
Ball fake. Ralph brings it back out. All the way to the cup. Contested and scores.
He is an offensive machine. As soon as he comes in the game, he's ready to pull the trigger, and that's exactly what you want out of the freshman.
Teams trading long balls. Here's Ralph. Man.
Too much space right there, defensive end by Portland.
So Jones initially gets torched and doesn't hang his head and comes back and plays the help defense. You'll love that from the youngster. Ooh, and one. How about this first half for... Wow. So 62-60, 4-point play by Ballou. 11 points now for the youngster, one off of his career high. And now it's Pacific playing catch-up. 7:25 left to go in this game. Ralph has been quiet this second half at this point. Separation and banks it in. He just kind of
been that production offensively, done a lot of things at the defensive end. And you down this stretch, when he comes back in after sitting to get a quick rest, they've got to get him some touches.
The lead is a deuce. Big free throws by Dengdeet. Portland with the slimmest of margins. Ralph, smooth stroke. Shooters touch all. Benton looking for the foul to be called. Instead, the offensive rebound. And what a possession this is for both clubs. McKinnon sweeping, blocked. Good defense by Pacific. Inside, easy flush. Pumping everybody.
Good defense by Pacific on that contested jump shot, rebounding the basketball.
Ralph teeing up the three and drills it.
Oregon State Beavers under 11th year head coach Wayne Tinkle. It'll be DeMarco Minor, also Parsa Fala, Michael Ratai. It'll be Lataris Lalevichus and Nate Kings for Oregon State. For the Tigers under first-year head coach Dave Smart, Jefferson Coulibaly, Lamar Washington, Jazz Gardner, Elias Ralph, and Elijah Fisher. And Elias Ralph passing it early.
Tonight from beyond the three-point line.
And Ratai, not that time. And a rebound cradled by Elijah Fisher, ticking towards a minute to play here in the first half. This has been a clunky first half, to say the least, for Pacific. Gravakovic zings it down low to Ralph, who gets fouled and is able to finish. Time to shoot it, nearly 50% from beyond the arc. He's probably eclipsed 50% after his performance so far tonight for the season. And Oregon State matching its biggest lead at 21 points as Ralph spins and hits. Ralph Out to Koulibaly, the dribble drive, the underhand feed to Ralph, who's tied up. Ralph gets the ball back and puts it up and in.
Elias recollect himself and score.
And now Ralph with the steal and the slam. And he was... game begins here today. Todorovic, who played at USF in this league and at SMU, averaging just under 19 points a game, and Elias Ralph answers right back from Todorovic. Will lob it out to Odom. He'll rise up for a left wing three, too strong, and Koulibaly tracks down the miss. Washington thought about pulling up, instead penetrates, dishes on the baseline to Ralph. Ralph spins baseline, now goes back into the lane, up with the right hand, and gets the roll. Tough moves there. Gets his second bucket of the afternoon. Mo is 2 for 4. Provokapic splits the defenders with the drive. Elias Ralph elevates for the dunk. Ralph out to Washington. Fisher now. Chris Caney's on the floor for the first time in quite some time for the Tigers, who gets it back to Fisher. Now Ralph underneath the goal, found some daylight, got it up and in. Elias, the Serbian, makes it a 20-point ball game. Pepperdine is led by as many as 24 as Ralph answers back. 8% from distance. Fisher being swarmed there by Beasley. He'll drive left of the lane, then skip it out to Ralph, who had to leave his feet to catch the pass. Elias drives baseline with a talented finish. Riley, not that time, and Burke Smith with a good rebound.
Excellent box out there on Lingard by Burke Smith.
Ralph, what a fake. What a finish. On the season from 3. Elias Ralph had a shot, and I think Dave Smart wanted him to take it. Instead, he goes to the elbow, spins and hits. Koulibaly to Washington for 3, and around the rim and out. What a rebound, Elias Ralph, and he sticks it back. That was...
He attempted a lot of three-pointers at the Intuit Dome. Just had an off night. We mentioned on the broadcast. Flipped the script very quickly, heating up a little bit early tonight.
Pacific with their second possession. Jazz Gardner had a layup first time down. Here's Gardner again. Back out for Washington. Driving inside. Nice pass. Layup coming. It is good from a
5 or more free throws and shooting less than 30% from the field until Grand Canyon did it on Saturday.
So crazy.
According to StatHead database.
They shot 42 free throws in that game. They only shot 27% from the floor. Great diving attempt from Dalkey. Pacific maintains possession. Ralph with 2 to shoot. Ralph still waiting for the fadeaway. It's good. Does it count? And for Chama. He'll look inside. That one now is stolen away. So Koulibaly down the floor. Underneath, and Ralph will get the layup. And the second one is off the mark, but Ralph gets the rebound and the putback. Back for Cluett, he'll launch the 3. It's up, no good. Rebound to Fisher for the Tigers. Ralph. All the way around for the dunk.
One of the better rebounding teams in the West Coast Conference, and 2 of your best rebounders are out.
Ralph lays it up and in. Strong move from him to do just that. It's the ball for Coulibaly. He'll go for three in the first lead. It's no good. Ralph, the rebound and the putback. And the Tigers
found Mikey Lewis in the corner, and Mikey Lewis with that wonderful release and rotation gets the three.
And right now, all those basics are working and clicking for St. Mary's as Ralph gets his fourth consecutive year. Pacific just trying to get a WCC win. It's been since 2023 the last time the Tigers were able to win in conference play. Right now, they'll take a couple of baskets to start this second half. They're down 17 points. And Ralph goes reverse. That's a good start for Pacific with his right arm. And now finds an open Marshallonis for three. That was 80% of the way in before it bounced out. And Pacific comes away from the scrum with the ball.
Unfortunately for Marshallonis, he doesn't get 80% of 3 points there.
If you started putting percentages on the scoreboard for points, I think I would, I'd be a little confused.
You wouldn't be the only one.
Ralph driving around Barrett, and here comes Elias.
Big, and it's usually the forward at the key or at the free throw line in the center on the block, but it was reversed right there.
Circus looking. And now a quick St. Mary's turnover in the backcourt. Here's Krivokopich for three. Misses. Another offensive rebound for Pacific. Ralph with two hands. The season leads all players in the WCC.
And an outside chance for Augustus Marshallonis. He's got 6 points and 7 assists.
There's Ralph for three. Drains it. Elias.
I can say damn difficult shot that Luke Barrett was able to convert.
Puts the St. Mary's lead up to 17. Tigers really trying to stretch the floor here with Ralph, and it's working on Mitchell. Half to play. Not quite a large enough lead for St. Mary's to empty to the bench just yet as Morauskas was stripped from underneath. And I think that's ideally where St. Mary's would like to get, and to get some of its reserves a little more playing time down the stretch as Ralph fires away for three.
Payne with a wild shot. And the Tigers come away with the loose ball. Also out there, Amari Campbell playing in his second game for the Tigers. It's a good find. Ralph, baseline left, knocks it down. Out of a hole for a second straight game. Second straight game, it's been a 20-point hole. We've talked about that as Ralph trying to work his way in on Mims. Ralph gets to the lower left block, goes up, and knocks it down. Strong move there, Elias Ralph. Gonzalez off a screen, and he's blocked by Washington. Benson gets the loose ball. For a moment, he had Washington ahead of the pack, but Benson needed to just make sure that he had full possession. Didn't want to make a bad pass. So Washington get a reset out near midcourt. Coulibaly with 12 to shoot. Ralph will launch and hit.
Idaho averaging 8 points a game this year for Coach Pribble and the Vandals.
Ten to shoot for Krivokopich. 4 to shoot. Ralph launches and knocks it down. Out to Murris and now Gonzalez. Gonzalez picked off by Washington. Long pass ahead, Benson. And Benson to the trailing Washington. They skip it the other way. Krivokopich, another drive. Pitar bounce pass down low to Ralph, who lays it off the glass. Saturday, a week from today, is Fisher, or I beg your pardon, Ralph had that shot turned away. Coulibaly has it now, no, but the tip back for Elias Ralph.
They're in a hurry.
Linhart's got 14. That was his first free throw attempt of the afternoon. Fisher ducks it down to Ralph. Those are really the three pillars for Pacific. Washington, Texas Tech transfer, drives and counters a green jersey. Somehow keeps his footing and feeds Ralph, who finishes with a scoop off. It's Koulibaly to Krivaka pitch. It's a decent look, and it's off the mark. And what a rebound, Elias Ralph. And you see why he's... Why not? A great athletic catch and slam there.
A heck of a musician, too. We talked about that in the pregame, Zach. Plays multiple instruments. I lost count, about 9 or 10.
I think it was 9. Ralph with the finish.
Aiden Henley.
He's a 6'7" guard. You know, he's got skill, could shoot, pass, rebound. You haven't had him. Now he's back. Look at him sitting down. He's excited to play.
Outside, Ralph for 3. And you could bring that baby up.
B group. Yes, you've lost 3 in a row. You see the talent out there now. There's length, athleticism, skill. Henley in the lineup brings a new dynamic. And then DJ Thomas on defense here, the head of the snake. What a point guard to have in Las Vegas for his college career.
Here's Ralph. Fakes one way, ducks underneath, off glass 2. That's a tough move.
And he's someone who's only averaging 6 points per game this year, but he has double-figure potential. He's a great shooter.
Jerry wanted to run, and the finish underneath by Elias.
Multiple times here, you know, your youngest starter is putting on a show here at Lee's Family Forum.
So here's Gardner up top as he takes Pop Enjai with him. So the lane opens up, but then they kick it back outside. Here's Ralph on the penetration, switches hands, and one!
Looked like his jersey's pulled by Ralph, but if they'd called that, the hook probably wouldn't have counted.
Crucial possessions coming up here, and that is a 3-pointer.
A spin move and a short shot that time is missed. That was Fisher.
From that angle we saw, it looked like he had touched the ball.
Yeah, sure did. So Pacific on a 6-0 run here. This is Washington and Ralph. Another look from 3, and that's in. And he finally splashes fifth-year players.
It's sophomores or fifth-year players. There's really no in between. Right.
Under 2 minutes to go here. Now Ralph's going to try another 3 and make it, so he's made consecutive
tonight. Baskin in a crowd, gets it blocked, taken away by Ralph.
Talked about Ralph playing both ends of the floor. He was in the help position, came over, made a nice block, and here at the other end, hits him with the Kobe fade. He's a guy who can score in bunches, and like I said, his activity creates a lot of other opportunities for the Bucks to post up.
Tigers had the ball down 1. Washington, bounce pass on the cut, and the stuff by Elias. Lost his dribble. Baskin trying to stay in front of him. Ralph, second opportunity good. We're missing in the first half right there.
No question about it. Deliberate. The very first play out of the timeout, out of the half. Get it inside of the big. Let him get an easy deuce.
Ralph answers with a 3 from Colorado. Andre is 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. He leads the bus with 14 points. 3 missed by Fisher. Offensive rebound. A 7-footer. Gardner hands off. Ralph just bullies his way underneath.
Rotate over with a smaller player, and usually that's too small.
Washington too strong, but still just under 3 minutes to play.
And it's go time if you're Pacific. Any good looking 3 you've got to have. Any take to the basket needs to try to be an and one.
And a 5-minute scoring drought for Pacific. They've missed their last 8 shots from the floor. That changes here. Baskin checks in with just under 20 seconds to go. There's a flush there by Ralph.
And he stayed active. He had a lot of shots that didn't fall, but he never hung his head. He stayed aggressive, and that's been a difference for him.
From Dallas. So each team converting on their opening possession.
Richard played in only 6 games last year for the Titans, was injured after that. So He's looking forward to a full year, I'm sure.
Elias away and it went out of bounds. It'll stay with Pacific. 19 on the timer. Ralph, couple fakes. Good defense by DeLuna, but Elias Ralph somehow finds the here this afternoon. And it's a good drive to the basket, but Rudolph unable to finish. Under 4 minutes to play in the first half, and Elias Ralph all by himself down there.
Tigers have struggled to score off the bench this year, and we're going to keep an eye on that stat as well as this one goes along.
DeLuna with an air ball. Long pass ahead to Ralph. Dangerous pass, but it bears fruit as Ralph.
5th turnover in the ball game on the Titans. Done a nice job tonight taking care of the ball.
Pass down low to Ralph with a backdoor cut. That was on Sunday. And he's a guy that Clay Wilson talked about a lot in the pregame interview on radio as the inbound to Reinhardt, Vuga for 3. And Aminu rips the rebound away. Big defensive rebound there for Aminu as Washington crosses over, dumps it to Ralph, who elevates for the 2. On the baseline, Fisher feeds Ralph in the paint, and Ralph did get it off, missed his putback, gets it, and the third time is a charm for Elias. Fisher off the dribble, slings it down low to Aminu, who touches it. And Washington can't hit the second, but what a rebound, Fisher. And Elijah Fisher gets the rebound, feeds Elias Ralph, who
tempo. This is where they've been at their best the first 2 weeks of the season. 1 on 4. Mitchell can't get it to go.
Cold start for the Tigers.
And they're going to bring some full court pressure here as well.
Full court pressure really slows down the offense. That ball pressure is taking time off that shot clock, and it give the opponent less time to get a quality shot.
Ralph driving to the corner, nothing there. Hands off to Elijah Fisher. Fisher and Ralph both averaging 17 points a game. There's Ralph, a nice backdoor cut, and he's got. Missouri brings Tamar Bates back in along with Marquez Warwick. They're going small here with the 6'8" Mitchell, the tallest player on the floor. And you got 4 guys who can hit from the outside right now. Warwick, Bates, Grill, and Cruz. There's another great cut by Ralph. Defense with this team is
100%. And really impressive job by Dennis Gates, really adjusting as quickly as he did defensively. I mean, it's really, you can tell that it's really made an impact on what Pacific is trying to do.
Pacific goes back. Missouri with bench production yet again. Warwick now their leading scorer with 7.
That's the great part about being able to play 11 or 12 guys. You always have fresh bodies in there. You have guys who are talented and able and compete.
Good recovery defensively by Gray, but Ralph. Fisher all the way for Pacific. And the rebound offensive board by Ralph, and he's got 2 more. Bill Pierce goes 1 for 2 at the line here in the early in the second half. Pacific is really having a hard time on the offensive end right now.
I tell you, man, this 1-3-1 and the activity, the hands. I mean, look at these guys' hands. They're up, they're out.
Missouri just refuses to let their defensive effort wane. That was the freshman, Marshall.
Another knockdown from D.J. Wagner. He had a 2 taken away, 3-2-2. But that time, no doubt, he was beyond the arc. How about that throwdown from Elias Ralph?
These guys have shown that they can play with anybody.
You can almost sense their confidence has increased since they turned the ball over at an alarming rate in the first 5-6 minutes. Fisher's really had a big night. There's Ralph. He can hit that 3, and he does. Another steal. Boogie Flan will take the corner 3. I think when Arkansas has been in attack mode, it's been by far when they have been their most successful.
No doubt.
And Ralph will finally end the.
Yes, Ralph down low, so they must like that matchup maybe tonight.
These 2 teams played last year. It was at Northern Arizona, and Northern Arizona won by 20 as Ralph breaks the ice with a 3. Jaden Jackson falling away, and not that time. Ralph snatches the rebound. Tigers looking to go fast off the miss. Ralph takes it to the hole, off the glass and in, and one. Bottom of the backboard. 3 if it goes, and it does not. It was about halfway down for McLaughlin there. Koulibaly with a head fake. Now Washington. Ralph pops out near the lower left block. Ralph trying to go in. Ralph with the right hand gets 2.
Nice move.
Great look there. Carson Tout to Jaden Jackson. NAU making all the right passes right now.
Critical time right now for Pacific. Need a bucket here to stop the bleeding here.
Ralph helps that cause. Some bullets here in the second half. Now Fisher tries to get downhill, and he missed it short. Gets his own miss. Fisher will feed it out to Jones. Pass along the baseline. Ralph off the glass and in. Jones launches around the rim and out. And another offensive rebound. Fisher who finds Ralph for the 2-hand jam. Tigers went about 3.5 minutes without a point of their own. Koulibaly in the lane. Out to Ralph for 3. And he knocks it down. Big shot.
Christensen does not want to pick up fouls like that because he is too valuable to this team.
Washington finds Ralph on the baseline, and the Tigers, they are in search of a point. They have a scoring drought of closing in on 4 minutes. This is Elijah Fisher drawing a crowd, and he finds Elias Ralph, who just...
I'm not saying that, he's 47, but...
That one kicked out of the air by Elias Ralph, and he's going to try to take it all the way and finishes off glass. Somehow gets to Christensen, makes room for himself, but he's too strong with it. Missed the bunny, and Ralph clears it.
He missed the bunny when I thought he was going to dunk it.
And Ralph then with the smooch off.
And then just stopped everything to let Beatty get back on the floor.
Here's Ralph. Spins baseline, finishes off the glass strong.
Completely away. If you stand there, your man leans down and helps out.
Some textbook footwork there from the Washington Post. Ralph on the drive. How did he hit that? He had Christensen
put a mister in front of that. It's Mr. Marcus Green.
Largest lead of the game for Hawaii. And that time Ralph is not.
Elias.